Today, I'd like to introduce you to what Pope Francis has invited the entire Church to discover: the synodal way of being. A synod is where we come together and we listen through the outpouring of the Holy Spirit.
It was interesting, and it gave me hope. They were just crying out for to be welcomed into the church.
I also noted a lot people talking about wanting to find a place of welcome.
The diocese is under the guidance of the Holy Spirit, and I trust that this Spirit will guide this team as well.
It's really, really exciting. This morning the bishop read the gospel and talked about the early Christians returning to Antioch to strengthen as they went out to evangelize. And it just seems to me that that's really significant today.
Well, I think one of the things that we have to do is to really capture all of the big themes that continually kept coming up.
The hope is that the voice of the lay people will really come through and will be well synthesized. Our goal here today is to make sure that we really capture all the beautiful conversations.
Such a blessing to be able to be a part of this process.
Many commented on what they saw to be an erosion of traditional and essential teachings. The tone of those messages was in some cases defensive, bordering on anger, and others a plea for support.
They also talk a lot about how the journey of faith corresponds with their stages of life. So the majority of the comments I have read are very positive.
The percolating theme is always around how do we keep the youth. And here we are 50 over, and how do we keep the younger generation? But in those lament is the answer, and they're saying it.
More focus on contemplation and the mystical tradition.
It did feel, I think, to some people like, this is a big commitment to get involved. And I pray that this isn't the end, that the circle keeps on getting bigger, because I'm very cognizant of the idea that maybe we haven't got all the people around the table that we needed to hear from.
I was really impressed with the role of the Holy Spirit. So many people talked about the Holy Spirit and how he had influenced them and how they saw him influencing this whole process.
We're realizing that this was an insightful exercise, and we have heard and been given a privileged glimpse into what is going on in the hearts of many in our church, and also to see the resilient hope that exists in those hearts.